Hello, welcome to Do It Yourself with Wayne. Today we're in here in our bathroom, obviously, and are next to our toilet, and we have a problem. If you see this floor, it's pushing up a little bit, and what's happening is our toilet is leaking a little bit around the wax ring that seals it to the drain line. So today we're going to pull this toilet up. We're going to examine our floor to see if it needs any real repairs. I'll show you some video or some still pictures, one or the other, from underneath, because we've got a full basement so we can see the underneath side real well. There is some black on the wood, but it's not completely rotten or anything. So hopefully we don't have to replace the wood, but we do need to get the leak fixed. That's the main priority today. And after we get the toilet up, we'll see what the floor looks like on the top side. In most cases, to remove your toilet, the first thing you have to do is turn the water off. Well, I'm an old fart and I'm on this side, the water turns off on the other side. So I'm going to show you this side first, but normally you'd be on the other side first, turn the water off first, okay? But typically your toilet will have two bolts like this right here that mounts it to the floor. I'll go ahead and take this one off because I'm on this side. I have seen these that are so rusted and so corroded that you just have to cut them off. But these came off pretty easily. There's a flat washer there, this little nylon one that I have a little more trouble with. Now I'm going to get on the other side. I'm going to turn the water off, flush the toilet, get all the water out of the tank as well as out of the bowl, and then we'll be ready to lift the toilet up to get it out of the way so we can see what's underneath it. Okay, now I've got the camera zoomed in on the other side of the toilet. This is our water cutoff valve. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. All right, now our water's off. Now, I'm not going to take the hose off yet because we haven't drained the toilet. But the first thing you do is cut your water off. You drain your toilet. You make sure your tank is empty. Make sure the bowl is empty. To take the tank up, you take this water hose loose right up here. In most cases, you don't even need a wrench. You can do it with your hand, but you may need a wrench. And then just like on the other side, you got a nut here. You take that loose, take it off, and at that point, the toilet will just lift up off the floor. It may be stuck to the floor a little bit, but these two bolts are the only thing that holds it to the floor. So now we're going to do that. And then we're going to remove or pick it up. At this point, we've taken both the bolts loose from the bottom of the toilet. We cut our water off. We removed the water line from the tank. I mean the bottom, I know you can't hardly see it, but there's the end of it. We flushed the bowl or the commode as much as we could. And you got to get all the water, it's best anyway, if you get all the water out of here and out of the bowl, because when you move this around, you're going to splash that around, you're going to make a mess if you don't. So we let it drain as much as we could. We used towels to soak it up, splashed it in here, used a plunger to plunge some of that out, and then we used a towel and paper cups and stuff to get this dried out. So right now there's no water in the toilet tank or the bowl. And so at this point, we got everything loose, we're ready to pick it up. I'm going to get my sweetie to help me here. I think right there we can get a better grip. So we'll grip it here and below the tank. Now wait a minute. One thing I do want to point out, if you don't remove your bowl back, this tank back here, do not pick up by this part. Okay? When you reach under here, make sure you get the toilet, the bottom part of the porcelain. Don't hold here to pick up because you can break it, okay? There's just two bolts, usually sometimes three, that holds this to this. There's a rubber seal in there, things can flex. If you pick up here, you might break your tank. Don't do that. Either take the tank off or leave it attached and then pick up completely by the bottom part. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to pick it up, we're going to move that way and set it right over there on the floor. And just set it down. Now I'm going to zoom in and show you what the floor looks like. Do a little focus here. And that's it. Now that doesn't look horrible. I mean, although it looks nasty, but that's typical for under a toilet. And then I'm going to reposition the camera and let you get a little bit better view of it. Now this is a close-up of what this looks like. Now this stuff right here is the wax, part of the wax seal. Some of it will still be on the bottom of the toilet tank itself. But as you can see, this out here has been getting wet. I think most of our leak was right around here. But we're going to clean all this up. We've got a different wax seal that we're going to put on it this time. And take a little bit closer look at this floor to see if there's anything we need to do there. Now I know this is hard to see, but this is underneath the toilet. And you can see the black wood and the wood that's not black. The part that's black has been getting wet. And if that continues, it will rot. Now, this is not real bad, but we're still considering replacing it. But that'll be another video at another time. That's what you look for. If you see that black wood, you know it's been getting wet. Now at this point, we've cleaned up the bottom of our toilet, and it doesn't have to be immaculate. It just, get most of the gunk off, scrape it clean, wipe it down a little bit. Over here on the floor that you can't see where our floor flange is at, we've also scraped the old wax stuff off of that. Now your wax rings will typically come like this, and always have a paper towel or something handy because these things tend to be messy. We just work your the plastic seal off of it. This part here, gotta get that off. Okay, there we go. We got that plastic off. We'll throw that in the trash. Now this ring that I bought has this rubber part on it that goes into the floor flange just for a little extra help to make sure it doesn't leak. But a lot of them won't have this plastic, this black part. They just have the wax. But what you do is you center it up right there and just kind of press it down. Make sure it's centered over the hole. And that's what you do with it. Now we will pick the toilet up. We will center it over the floor flange and over the bolts. They're coming up that are attached to the floor flange. And we'll set the toilet down on top of the floor flange where it was originally. And what will happen is the weight of the toilet, and sometimes you have to sit on it, that this wax gets pressed or compressed in between the floor flange, which is the black part in the floor I showed you earlier, and the bottom of the toilet itself. And that wax seal is what seals it up to keep it from leaking. So now we're going to pick this up and put it in place. In order to make this a little easier to get positioned and ready to put the toilet over the floor flange, I put two boards on the floor so we can set the toilet just next to the floor flange, which is right here. And that way we can set it upright without messing up our wax seal. So now we're going to pick the toilet up and try to position it over these two screws that come up out of the floor flange. Just try to make sure your screws are sticking straight up so they'll line up better. All right, let's see what we can do. Now, we got our toilet seated over our floor flange. Both our bolts are up through the toilet, and we're ready to mash it down a little bit, put a little extra weight here. That'll help make sure it seals in place. Then we'll put the bolts in it, tighten it down. So there you have it. That's how easy it is to replace the wax ring on the bottom of a toilet if it's leaking a little bit. In this case, we do have a little bit of rot in our floor over here. It's rather minor, but we've been planning to replace the flooring in our bathroom anyway. So at a later date, there'll be a video about replacing the flooring in here. And again, we'll have to pull the toilet up to do that because some of the flooring goes under it. And but anyway, we'll put links in the description to the wax ring and things that we used. It's very inexpensive. I think ours was $4. I think I saw them in from about $2 to $5, depending on what you get. So they're not very expensive. and they're not hard to replace. If you have a toilet that's leaking, it's an easy fix. The most difficult part is you need help picking the toilet up because they are somewhat heavy. And like I used the wood on the floor so we could set it upright next to the floor flange without damaging the wax ring on the bottom, because it does extend down further than the bottom of the toilet. That's the reason we used the wood on the floor, to make sure we didn't damage it. But just setting it back over the bolts is a little bit cumbersome, and you will need help, or at least it would help if you had, you know, 2 people just to get it lined up. But anyway, that's it for replacing a wax ring under a toilet. We just hope you would click like on our video if you like it, share it with your friends that you think would be appropriate. And we'd really appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel, because it helps us grow, but it also helps you to find other DIY projects around the house that we've done, either already done or will do in the future. So at this point, I'd just like to say thank you for visiting DIY with Wayne, and we hope you have a great day.